rare weekend days at home. It's Saturday morning and I'm sticking around this weekend. That hike the other day kicked my ass. And I got a few chores to do around the house here, so I decided to stick around home and get my chores done. And it's time, because it's getting so close to hunting season now, it's time to use up a little bit more of last year's ground moose and caribou. So that's what we're doing. We're using up last year's ground and we are making smokies. So we got our casings here. So these are hog casings, and for everybody that's grossed out, that's what sausage is stuffed in, is hog casings. They're all sterilized and cleaned out. And you rinse them out with hot water, and then you put them onto the stuffer here. And you crank the handle, the meat's in the canister, you crank the handle, and bang, you got sausage. So let's do a run here for you. So there we have our casing, and it's all rinsed out. Casing's all rinsed, so we just take it off the rinsing tube and we slide it onto here. And what you do with this is you slide your casing gently all the way onto this tube. Right, so you just slide your casing on, and away you go. And then you just give her a crank. You don't want to fill these up. You got to kind of guess how much to fill the casing up, because you got to twist them to make your smokies, and if you fill it up too much and twist it, it'll break. So it's a bit of a guess, but once you do it a few times, you figure it out. So this blend is caribou meat. This batch here is solid caribou, and I put in 15% pork, ground pork, and spices. Bunch of different spices, whatever kind of spices you like. And that's it, man. And women, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. And when you get to the end here, I always leave about that much casing, not stuffed, and I'll show you why. So that when you start twisting your lengths, right? So you pick your length of your smoky that you want, and you give her a twist. Boom. Smoky. 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 And again, this is just what we do, folks. We don't buy sausage, we don't buy smokies. Today I'm doing smokies and breakfast sausage, and we don't buy sausage. We make it. So then it's really simple, and I'll show you why I said what I said about at the end. So when you get to the end, right, that's why I left that end open. When you get to the end, you might have a regular size smoky, and then you got a little tiny one. Well, I don't want that. So I twist off and just squeeze out. That's just your sausage meat, your mixture. Throw that back in the bin, we'll do it later. Tie that sucker off. Just cut off the excess, little tiny bit of trim work to do, and bang. You've got your smokies. Look at that. Delicious. Hey, settle down. What's out there? Breakfast sausage, vacuum packer, Smokies, packaged Smokies ready for the freezer. Been an 8-hour day so far. I ain't done yet. Another hour, 9 hours. But that'll be all our sausage for the entire year.